Have you ever been so busy getting more that you forgot to check whether more was actually making things better? Dawn. The road to Sereth Market ran past a river. Milo had taken it 100 times. He always jogged the last mile into town because he was always slightly late. The river was still and pale gold in the early light, and he did not look at it. He had not always been this way. 12 years ago he had started with 1 route, 3 goods, and 6 buyers whose names he still knew. He had known what each of them cared about. He had known when their children were born and when their harvests had been bad and what made them easy to work with. That was before the 2nd route. Before the 3rd. Before the assistants. Now he had 8 suppliers across 3 regions. More than 30 regular buyers. 2 assistants, and still could not keep up. He had not taken a full day off in 4 years. He set up 2 stalls this season, one for cloth, one for preserved goods, because one stall no longer held everything he brought. His assistants arrived 10 minutes after him. One had brought the wrong price list. Milo fixed it and moved on. Mid-morning. By mid-morning the market was full and loud and Milo was running. His cloth supplier had sent half the order. 4 buyers were expecting the full amount. Milo went stall to stall, found surplus stock from 3 other traders, and bought it at 20% above his usual rate to cover the gap. He gave 2 buyers a discount for the inconvenience. He lost money on both sales just to keep them happy. An hour later, his longest-standing buyer, a merchant named Fenwick who had bought from him for 9 years, pulled him quietly to the side. "I want to say something," Fenwick said. He was a straight-talking man and he did not lower his voice. "I need simpler. You are good, Milo, but keeping up with you at every market is hard work for me too. I am thinking about finding someone easier to follow." He paused. "Not yet. But I am thinking about it." Milo thanked him and went back to work. He filed the warning in the back of his mind where there was no room to open it. Noon. At noon, Milo was crossing from one stall to the other when he saw a young woman packing up her things. She was calm about it. She folded her cloth covers, stacked her empty crates, and loaded her small cart with slow and steady hands. The market was at its noisiest hour and she was leaving. Her name was Win. He had seen her at markets before. She sold 3 things: salted fish, dried herbs, and linen thread. That was all she ever brought. "You are done already?" he asked. "Yes," she said. "I sold everything I brought." "How many types of goods do you sell?" "3," she said. "Fish, herbs, thread. And buyers?" "6. Same 6 at every market. All of them for at least 5 years. "You don't want more?" he asked. "More of what?" she said. It was a genuine question. "I earn what I need. I finish by noon. I know exactly what to bring because I know exactly what my buyers want." She looked at him evenly. "I used to have twice as much going on as this. Different goods, more buyers, 2 people helping. The numbers looked better. But once I counted everything at the end, what I paid out, what I lost, what I gave back, the number I kept was nearly the same." She picked up her cart handles. "Have a good market." She walked toward the river road. He stood there a moment longer than he should have. Then someone called his name and he went back to work. Afternoon. The afternoon was the same as the morning. A delayed cart. A pricing dispute. A long conversation with a buyer who wanted changes to his winter order. Milo handled each one. He was good at this. He had always been good at this. His second assistant looked tired by the 3rd hour. Milo was tired too but did not sit down. He sold well. He always sold well. Evening. When the market closed, Milo counted the money. It was a good number. Then he did something he had not done at the end of a market day in years. He counted again, properly this time. He subtracted what he had paid his 2 assistants for the full day. He subtracted the premium he had paid for the emergency cloth. He subtracted the discounts he had given to the 2 buyers who did not get their full orders. He wrote the new number down. It was smaller than he expected. Significantly smaller. He thought about Win. 3 goods. 6 buyers. No assistants. No emergency purchases. No discounts to repair damaged relationships. He did not know exactly what she had made today. But he could guess. And the guess was much closer to his number than he expected. He had 2 stalls, 2 assistants, 30 buyers, 12 separate problems, and 11 hours. She had a cart, no help, 3 goods, and 6 conversations. The number at the bottom was nearly the same. He was still sitting with the ledger when a merchant he did not know came up with a new supply offer. Preserved oil, good quality, the man said. Competitive price. The kind of thing Milo would have said yes to without thinking, every year for the past 12 years. He thought about Fenwick's quiet warning. He thought about the number he had just written down. Not this season, he said. The merchant looked surprised. Milo closed his ledger, picked up his bag, and walked toward the road. Rode home. The road ran past the river. In the morning he had jogged past it without looking. Now the water was quiet and the evening birds were low over the reeds. He could hear the current. He stopped. He stood at the edge of the bank and thought about 12 years ago. 1 route. 3 goods. 6 buyers whose names he still knew. He had understood all of them. He had known what mattered to each of them. It had been simple and it had been enough, and somewhere along the way he had decided that simple meant small and that enough meant not enough. He stood there for a while. Not long. Long enough. Then he picked up his bag and walked home. More is not always better, it is sometimes just more work chasing the same result. The number you chase is not always the same as the number you keep once you count everything. The right question is not how much can I build, it is what would actually be enough. For more such interesting videos, please like, share, and subscribe to Zen Magma Wisdom Nest YouTube channel.